We are live.
What about Thomas?
Tomas?
Oh, the audience missed that comedic banter. What a shame.
We don't pronounce the S.
Our Twitch audience does not need to know what my name is either.
We were not live.
Well, I mean, there for a minute, I thought your name was Jason for some reason. So, you know.
That came from nowhere.
I know. It's just
Okay.
weird.
So, last week, you guys crashed the party. There was a surprise visit from two high-ranking Cleveland officers that you were definitely not expecting, that came at the same time as the individual that you were all supposed to be extracting or murdering. So that kind of threw you guys for a loop. In the confusion of everything, a little bit more time was spent, I think, than was meant. It was just a brief instant where Chockerel began to turn and then finished his transformation back to a bugbear in the kitchen. Matthew successfully managed to set the noble social house on fire, which now it is currently an unchecked blaze because the pathway between the water and the fire is currently being blocked by a bugbear and a goblin. So there's not really a whole lot of people that are in a hurry to get in there and put the fire out. And the social house was evacuated. Looks like we've got Quinnick out back by the well. We have Chockerel and Rog still in the kitchen area. Turin and Corrigan are currently ducking for cover from something behind the bar. And there is Matthew out front. And as far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chockerel had the bag of holding with all the gear in it, so the only two individuals that would be geared at this point would be Chockerel and Rog. Aside from Matthew, of course, who...
And me?
Yes, you have...
I'm limited.
You have a... What do you have on you?
I have my necklace. Thank you very much. And my ring.
Yes, of course.
She's naked.
So...
I can cast spells and create weapons.
So without any further ado, the last we ended, it looked like Steelfit, or... Wait a second. Make sure I've got his name. Yeah, Steelfist.
It's still fifth.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Iron Fist or Steel Fist, and I made the guy up. So last I remember, he was beginning to make his way toward the kitchen. It seems to your view, Corrigan and Turin, it looks like he is looking at the kitchen, paying you two no real heed, and he is moving deliberately but slowly in a more careful fashion. He doesn't seem like he's in a rush to get in there. So was there anything that anybody needed to lead off with?
Well, we were having problems with the proficiency bonus, and somebody found a solution to that
I did.
on the character sheets.
Yes, so you just need to go on your character sheet, hit the cogwheel, hit OK, and it's going to update itself.
Hit the cogwheel and hit OK.
Where's my...
Where it says core bio spells and then the gear.
Yeah.
Go under 4. Hit the cogwheels on your attacks.
Oh, all the attacks individually?
Remove proficient and add it back, then click the cogwheel. My bad. My explanations were not complete.
Okay, that makes... Okay, I got you. I'll be doing that for a bit.
All right, and you all leveled.
Yeah, we all should be level 5.
Yes.
But I don't have my new spells yet. Till I rest.
No, I said
Take a
last
quick power
time.
nap?
Last time that we ended, I said that since you guys leveled at the end of that I would just go on ahead and say that though you did level, you were at full capacity, so you will maintain full capacity. So we will consider it as though you have just finished a long rest, all of you. So Steel Fist is like, he's going to get to the corner of the bar, and he's going to see Turin and Corrigan, and he's just looking over at you two now, and he's, do you two plan on leaving?
Sir, you need to escort us out. I can't stand the smoke.
With my favored enemy, can I find out anything about how heavily armored he is or how prestigiously ranked he might be?
Your favorite enemy is humanoids?
Dude, I'm going to tell you what, when I play Ranger, my favorite enemy is, one of them is always humanoid.
So as he is doing that, I assume I don't hear that. With the fire going on, I wouldn't know who's he's talking to or if he's talking to anybody. I'm just going to whistle to get his attention and look to see if he looks my way. Whistle towards Turin.
Well, if I can hear it, can I?
It's quite a blaze over there, but I think you'd be able to hear him that close.
Turin would be able to hear me, but
Yeah,
the other guy would not.
I would look.
I'm going to hold the bag of holding up in the air as if for him to come get it and wait to see if he wants it or what he wants me to do with it.
I'm gonna nod and then point to the corner of the room with my head.
All right. I assume you're pointing like right here.
Right here.
Okay.
All right, you're trying to be slick about this, right?
Yeah. Should I roll a
Right.
sleight of hand?
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand. Or a stealth, depending on... Yeah, I'll leave that up to you. You're not technically using your hand, so I feel weird doing sleight of hand. But
If I roll stealth, do I have? Oh, I don't. I'm not wearing armor, so I'm not disadvantaged.
You're not. If I may, input, I would. Could he get a advantage on that? Because if you got a roaring blaze, it is going to be smoky as shit in that room. It's going to be really hard to see facial expressions at this point in a real house fire.
Can I do something? I'm gonna try to do it.
I think everyone would
As if I'm acting out that I'm choking on something while looking out the door. I'm just like confirming, nodding, and then pointing at the corner.
Well, when you do it that way, I'm not even going to make a perception roll because that does not sound shady at all. I can see him just playing that off. He doesn't suspect you two of being anything other than noble partygoers. So he's not suspicious of the two of you.
Good. And I'm gonna reiterate, sir, can you escort us out? I don't feel very good.
He's going to look at Corrigan, and he's going to point over at Turin, and he's going to say, grab him and drag him over here, and we will get him out the door.
I will oblige his orders.
I'm letting him grab me.
All right? So you two can go on ahead and move in this direction. Once you get within arm's reach, he reaches down and he grabs a hold. Are you laying on the floor or are you moving?
I'm motionless. I'm like getting dragged off and like my whole body's limp.
He's just going to reach down and kind of grab you by the top portion of your tunic that you're wearing above your shoulder, and he's just going to get like a hard grip and help Corrigan to start to pull you.
All right. I'm gonna keep choking like heavily to pretend I can't stand this.
All right. So come on, then he's helping you drag him. Y'all start moving if y'all are going to move.
Is the door into the kitchen currently open or closed?
It's open. Seeing him get drug off, I don't know that Chakral is going to drop that bag in this house that's on fire at this point. I'm going to look at Rog and I'm going to ask him if he wants to go out the door or the window, and I'm going to point at the people standing there.
As you look over there, you see that one of the guards that's over there now, it seems to be taking charge of the situation. He's putting people in a positioning and you see that he's pointing at 2 individuals, and he's pointing over in the direction that the windows are on the wall. So they haven't moved yet, but they are currently, he's obviously organizing a perimeter. So make a quick decision.
What are we doing, Rog? Window?
I would say the window.
All right, then I'm just going to grab hold of Rog, and seeing Corrigan getting Turin getting drug off. I'm not leaving the bag in a house that's on fire.
That's a good plan.
So I'm gonna grab hold of Rog and just kind of let him toss up on my back, and I'm going to just jump out the window to land there.
All right.
Not gonna make any kind of crazy acrobatics, anything like that. I'm just gonna kind of step up and over and just kind of drop out the window.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's really easy for you. You and Rog both can make it out that window really easy. I mean, you bust right through that, no problem at all. Whenever you hit the ground, you see that there's 2 guards that are starting to make their way hastily around the corner, and as they see you come out the window, they just freeze. They don't look like they're too.
I'm going to turn towards them, and I'm just going to snarl with an intimidating look on my face.
Roll an intimidation check.
Not very intimidating.
So as you snarl, and you're like covered in soot. Rog, are you out the window too?
Yeah,
They see that Rog's armor is like halfway on. You're
He's
both
behind me.
I mean, y'all are just kind of like, and one of them turns and goes, "They jumped out the window. Let's get them!" And at that point,
no, they didn't.
At that point, out front, Corrigan and Turin, once you make it to the guards at the door, Steelfist kind of hastily shoves you both in their direction, and they take you, and you're very quickly but efficiently manhandled over to the group of individuals that are all out front now. And you're escorted over there by 2 of the guards that drop you off and start looking around for people that might be injured, while the other guards seem to be starting to try to organize. All right, Chakral and Rog.
Rog's going to be behind me here. I would have turned towards him. He would have slid off my back behind me.
Okay.
I'm going to tell Rog he needs to get ready quickly.
I'm trying.
And keep in mind that though this map is limited in what you can see here, there is it's not heavily wooded, but you have a wooded area basically all around this place. It starts getting more dense the farther north that you go. So the top side of the map. But there is a wooded area all around this place.
West. What's west? Like if I wanted to hoof it to the west and kind of go around these guys and go up into the woods, what's it look like? Is that going to be possible for me?
It looks easily navigable, but it also looks like it honestly, you don't see a whole lot of opportunity to hide, but you are confident that you could outrun these guards.
Oh, I know I can. All right, so I'm just going to go to hell with it. I'm going to pick him up, and I'm just going to start booking it. I'm going to run, and I'm going to double speed it, so I'll be moving 80 feet per turn because I move 40 now that I'm level 5. So
well, we're gonna fast forward with you guys real quick then.
Yeah, we're hauling ass. We're gone.
I would like you personally to make 2 Constitution saves, but I want you to do them with advantage because you have no problem lifting a load. So Rog is not giving you an issue, but I do want you to make, just for the sake of a long run.
I'm gone.
Okay, wow.
Not even panting.
So they follow you for. You can see some of the guards behind you, and they follow you for a fair distance, but then you see that they just kind of stop. They're done with that shit. They don't want no more of it, and they turn around and start heading back. So you guys are off map. So
Alright,
you guys are, as far as you're aware, you are off into the woods and you are safe.
I'm gonna ask Grog if we should circle around. So we're gonna we're gonna circle back around and try to get a vantage point somewhere to the east in the woods.
Right, that's going
And-
to take a little bit of time because
Yeah,
I fast forwarded with you guys.
Yeah, that's what we will eventually do. So whenever we have
Geared
gotten to
up
that
and
point,
then circle.
yeah, we'll circle around somewhere to the east into the wood line whenever you say we're there. Go ahead.
I'll bring you guys back in about that time. The blaze continues to grow. Steel Fist started to make his way back to the kitchen, but upon hearing they're out the window, he turns around and you see him come emerging. Whoever's out front, you see him come emerging out the front door. Just maybe a minute after that whole thing took place, where he helped Corrigan drag Turin out, and he walks over and rejoins Lucas and Colonel Tremaine. As far as Quinnick, is there anything that you would like to be doing at any point during everything that just happened?
Yes, I'd like to be looking for. I want to say Ramsey. Hold on. So that means venturing towards the front if I don't see him out back.
Once I hear, am I muted? Okay, good. Once I hear that they've fled through the window, I would like to. I can send a message to Quinnick to let her know to come to the front whenever she can.
You actually, it doesn't take too long after
Yeah.
they take off,
Ramsey.
and they actually there's a couple of guards. They seem to be spreading out around the house. They start doing their bucket chain again with their helmets, trying to stop this fire, but they give up after a few minutes because this place is basically ablaze at this point. They don't think that they're really going to be able to put this out and save it. It's just going to have to burn down. And but the guards come around and they escort everybody that's in the back to the front with the other individuals that were escorted out. Your test worked.
No, it wasn't a test. Did I do something?
I saw you say just a test, and I said,
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not actually casting his healing spell. I'm just making sure it's working.
So yeah, it's kind of a cluster, but now there's people standing outside, and there's women that are, fanning very diligently at themselves and being exceptionally dramatic, and you're now in this large crowd of people that has been escorted out. I'm gonna say it's probably been about, unless there's something that y'all want to do immediately. Actually, let me open that up. Is there
I
anything
want
that
to
y'all
see if
would
I
like
can
to?
see Ramsey out here.
You do. You see that he is one of the first things you notice when you come around the corner, actually, is that there's a large group of nobles, and then there is a small group that's off to the side that is the 4 Cleveland Elite Guard. You see Steel Fist, you see Colonel Tremaine, and you see Lucas in the middle, and he is having a very, it looks like it's a very animated conversation with Colonel Tremaine.
Then I will observe.
I don't have anybody that can read lips, right? I don't have any of the observant feet takers.
Mm-mm. Nope. I don't even think I have a spell that lets me do anything like that.
No, not me.
Nope.
You would think that was something I'd take.
All right, so at this point, are you guys just gonna wait? See what happens?
I'd like to go up to Mr. Heavy Armor.
The guy that drug you out.
Yeah. And I want to go up to him and be like, "Thank you, sir. You saved my life. This warrants a reward. I'm sure your duty did not involve saving my life. Where should I send the reward I planned for you?"
I'm sorry, I had something that just happened. I heard you. Okay. As you start to approach, the guards do kind of step forward and start to draw their steel.
I'm gonna holler at him from this distance then.
Right. He doesn't seem too impressed. He has a very stoic appearance, and he just looks over, and you hear him clearly, but he doesn't really yell. And he just says, "Don't worry about it."
Can I get your name at least? You saved my life, sir.
He's kind of turned at this point. He's paying you absolutely zero attention.
Alright, I'm gonna go back with the crowd.
You can tell that his demeanor is not really that of a socialite. All right. So it doesn't take too long before things, though this place is still ablaze, and it's become absolutely apparent. At this point, Chockerel and Rog, you guys would be off into the wood line. I'd say you'd probably be about, I'm honestly going to say probably about 300 feet. You're probably about a football field away, but you've got complete coverage in the wood line. So you can see, but you're about a football field away.
So where do we put our tokens?
I will move you guys over here.
Grazie.
I'll put you guys right there because that's about the general direction you guys are in. But in order to be able to see what's going on and maintain your 100% cover and not be seen guaranteed, you're about a football field. If you guys want to try to come up closer, you can.
No, hell to the no, to the no, hell no. We're fine over here in the woods.
All right.
Aren't we, Rog?
Yep.
Well,
Right now.
people, some carriages start coming out from. There's a very small space. It looks like it was probably about the size of the kitchen that was in this place that sits just down the road to the west a little bit, and it had a whole bunch of carriages and horses outside of it, and it seems like people are coming out of it, and these must be the carriage drivers. That's probably where they sit around and play cards and drink while the nobles are in here. And some of these nobles start to kind of make their way home. The conversation looks, from what you guys can tell, just from observing from that distance between Tremaine and Ramsey, it seems like it gets a little heated. He seems a little dejected, and at that point, the conversation just kind of dies off, and they just kind of stand there for a minute, and then the Cleveland forces start making their way over toward the stable house that's off to the west. So they make their way in that direction, and Ramsey stops, and he's just kind of looking at the fire at this moment.
Can I cast a message to him, or do I have to know? No, I don't have to know him. Can I cast message? Would like to say, Mr. Ramsey, I would like to speak to you about a a profitable business arrangement, if you would.
He looks around nervously.
I step out.
As soon as are you trying to make it obvious that you sent the spell?
No.
Okay. He looks around nervously, and you get one response from it, right?
Yeah.
The only response you get is you hear in your head, "Oh God, the assassins are still here." and he looks around, and he starts making his way over towards the guards.
Whoop.
That it? You just gonna make it over there? Start talking?
I was going to see the best, send him the message and see what would happen. I was hoping he would like agree to it.
I don't know why in the hell he would.
Well, you heard the response in your head while he was standing over there. Oh God, the assassins are still here.
Yeah, but how does he even know there's assassins after?
That's a fantastic question. Perhaps he has informants himself.
Yeah, that's
Perhaps
the
that's
thing.
why the Cleveland were here. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I'm not going to tell you guys.
I know. But Matthew wouldn't have known. Phew. Oh no, I'm out. I'll step back and tell Corrigan and Quinnick that he's expecting assassins.
Like more than just us. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
All right. Well,
No.
in that case,
If,
he goes up to an older gentleman that's in Ransington Guard attire. The Cleveland forces have long since rode off on their horses at this point. And the guard turns and looks around and starts surveying the crowd and tells something to another guy that's next to him that's obviously a ranking guard member but is not as high as him. And they form a formation of guards around him, around Lucas, and they begin to escort him over toward the stable house.
well, I guess it means a fight. What do you two think?
Chuckle is going to plop down and dig through the bag for something to snack on, hoping for any kind of food or anything in there that eat. I'm just going to kind of sit down and watch everything happening.
Corrigan is going to try to. He's going to want to track Lucas, want to know where he is, and for that reason, he's going to cast Hunter's Mark.
All right.
Not for the purpose of killing him.
Okay.
Gives us what?
It gives me advantage on checks to find him.
I guess we follow.
For how long?
1 hour.
All right. Well, it's things are starting to disperse. People are heading over to the carriage house. Your driver, you don't see y'all's carriages. Just looking over in that direction. What you do notice from where y'all are is that the guards escort him over to his carriage. He gets into his carriage with his driver coming out and getting on top of and beginning to run the horses, not run the horses, walk the horses. And the procession of guards that left with him stays with his carriage. And they go back towards Ransington proper.
Our choice is to follow him or report back a failure. And we don't have horses.
Oh no. I was planning on talking to him, but that's not going to happen now.
Well, if we follow him, he's going to notice us, and there will be something going on.
There'll be a fight if we follow him for sure. And we don't have a carriage, so we'd either have to steal a carriage or run really fast for a while.
Are there carriages around to be stolen?
It seems like the crowd of nobles has just kind of like left you guys standing where you are. The crowd that's around you is like making their way over there to the carriage house.
Oh, that gentleman I spoke to earlier, the one that I cannot find his name on my notes. Is he still about, or is he already skedaddled?
Make a perception check.
Oh, okay, I got a 19.
Oh, wow, that's good. You look around and you are 100% certain that he is not here anymore.
Much for hitching a ride.
We can track them. We have people that carry arrows.
I don't want to track the old man. I was looking for the old man to see if we could hitch a ride back to town.
No, I meant Ramsey.
Ramsey, I'm sure, is already booking it as fast as he can. Oh no, I guess we can either head back to town and try and get him at his compound or house or estate or wherever he might live. But I imagine that's going to be heavily guarded.
Especially after tonight.
Yeah.
No, excuse me for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Like I say, we call it a bust.
All right, so seeing that everything's going on here and the whole crowd, and I guess you guys, are y'all going to get on the carriages and head back?
We don't have carriages. We'll have to walk.
All right, well, me and Rog will ghost you guys in the woods until y'all are alone, and then we'll stick our head out to let you know that we're in the woods, so we can walk back together, I guess, when it gets clear.
I can just, once we know that y'all are around us, I can just keep sending messages back and forth if we need it.
Well,
I
we're
forgot
not.
that
We
I had
won't.
that spell.
We won't come out until like y'all are way down the road, and there is no. We're almost back. And if there is never a clear time, then y'all won't see us until we get back to the inn.
I'm gonna say the Chockerel and the Goblin. I know no one's near us, but that was fun.
Yeah, I just don't know how the damn place caught on fire. Somebody must have been smoking.
But did you see me throw that bottle?
What bottle?
Oh, you didn't see it.
No.
Oh, speaking of bottles,
Okay, I'm back.
let's get one of those out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, I'll reach in and I grab a bottle of that nice wine and bite the top of it off, and me and Rog are going to share that on the way home. I told them that we're ghosting them in the woods as they're walking back to the inn. If there comes a point somewhere that it's safe for us to stick our head out and let them know that we're there, we would stick our head out and let them know that we're in the woods. I don't know if there's going to be a point until we can do that, or if we would have just followed them all the way back to the hotel, or inn rather.
Okay, so you guys are going to the inn.
Well, we're following them wherever they're going. I don't know where they're going, but we're not going to come out of the woods and compromise our position. So if they go to the inn and we're able to ghost them and come out and get there, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll just stay in the woods where nobody can see us. As close as we can be, unless they go somewhere where there's no woods, and then you let me know, and then we'll discuss that, I guess, at that point.
You can handle it. You're a bugbear and a goblin rogue. You guys live for this ship.
We're just in the woods. We're sipping on some wine.
So, Turin, Kurgan, Quinnick, what do you think we should do?
Well, head back if we're not tracking them. Well, it looks like we're tracking them.
Yes, but if we don't go after Ramsey, then Merrick will surely do it and surely kill him.
We can see where he goes. I mean, that's
Maybe
might
maybe
be hard for us
you're-
to track.
maybe you could speak to your priest friend tomorrow and maybe arrange a meeting.
It's a possibility.
That would actually be probably the best idea we can come up with at the moment.
What priest friend?
At the Helm Temple place.
Looking back at the events that unfolded tonight, I would say that probably would have been a better idea than one transpired. He apparently knows that people are coming after him to kill him, so me going into this thinking he was completely disarmed and unawares was completely misinformed.
Well, the presence of the Cleveland Guards are definitely of no help.
Where is he right now? Carriage if we frog ourselves and kill them.
I am going to actually.
Should we be killing Ransington guards?
Can I make a survival check to see if I can track Ramsey?
Yeah.
And I get it with advantage.
You see, in all of the carriage tracks that are going back towards Randington, you are 100% sure that that pair of carriage tracks going back towards Randington is his.
Do I have any estimate of how close or far he might be from it? From Ramsington proper?
He's probably about halfway back by now. It's about a 10-minute drive. He left in a hurry. Though he did have guards that were escorting him on foot. So you don't think that he's moving as quickly as this carriage could.
Did I see like those guard footprints so I know that they're not in the carriage?
Yeah. Well, I mean, y'all saw him leave.
Yeah. I'll say that he's probably going fairly slow because of the guards that he had on foot beside his carriage. He's probably about halfway there.
I think we should follow. Worst he's going to do is lead us back to the town.
And it's not like we're heavily armored and would stand out. I mean, we're practically nobles.
So let's do it.
I'm gonna start on foot this way.
I follow them.
I'm gonna snatch up Rog and just start booking it around the place to try to get up parallel with them in the woods.
Okay.
Is there a point where they're going to be close to the wood line and be alone where I could stick my head out and give a psst?
It takes probably about maybe 5 minutes for all the nobles that were out here with their carriages to get back in their carriages. And then they're very quickly left alone walking the road to Ransington. No horses and no carriage. So, yeah. And it's the road itself, once it starts making its way in that direction, does get closer to the wood line.
Okay, so I'll just kind of stick my head out and say, psst, hold the bag up, and I'm just gonna toss it to Turin.
As the bag is next to me, on my armor, put my sword on my hilt, and wear everything I can. You're up for war.
I'm gonna get out my staff. I think that was the only. Oh, I have a crossbow in there too, and a dagger.
Well, how long are we taking to put on armor?
I can help you.
How long does it take to put on armor?
I think it takes half time if you're helped.
Which is
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
5 minutes for medium armor if not helped. 10 minutes for heavy armor if not helped. 1 for light. And while I'm speaking, I'll grab my stuff from the bag of holding. I'll grab my bow and my quiver and my leather armor, and I will also start donning that.
I'll help anybody I can to get
one of
their
them.
armor on
Are
faster.
we gonna?
Probably
So
gonna
we're
help
gonna take
you
the time
anyway.
to do that. I mean, I'm all for it. I just want to verify.
Yeah, y'all can do it, gun. It takes about 5 minutes. Y'all are armored up.
Is it assumed we're standing still while we're donning it, or are we on the move?
You can move, but it's not going to be at normal pace.
That's about what I expected.
I mean,
Well, if everybody's putting armor on, I'm going to do the same.
and then you can basically move and don like your chest piece, but then whenever you start getting towards like greaves and boots and all that stuff, you can't keep walking while you're putting on your freaking armored greaves.
I say Rog
That's
helps
understandable.
Quinnick put on her breastplate. Breastplate.
Hmm.
I wonder how that'll play out.
I think I'm still on your shoulder, so I'd be sitting there.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to come out of the tree line, even though I know it's clear. I'm going to stay just in the tree line, just in case someone's come walking up. So I would not have come out of the trees. Not in this case. No way. I am a bugbear in the middle of a Ransington guarded area. I know better than to be showing my face too much.
I'm not sure putting our armor on smart, but maybe it gives attention.
Well, I mean, if one of them puts their armor on, then might as well the rest of us do it. It's not going to. I mean,
That's what I think.
All right, we all make it back to. Y'all make it to the Ransington Wall. It's full night now. I mean, obviously it's really dark outside. There's a moon though, so it's not totally pitch black. You guys can see where you're going. You can see what's happening, and you see the wall that has the secret entrance on it that Shifty showed you guys, and you see where the road continues on towards the main gate.
didn't we leave through the main gate?
But we
But we
left
were in a carriage. Yeah. So I guess the best bet's to go in through the back alley.
I
How
reckon
far
it's the
will it
only
put
way
us
to
off the
get
trail, though?
Chakra in. And as far as us, we haven't actually gone in the front entrance before. There might be some sort of process that they have, which sure we probably could get through with our noble get up, but
Except
we
I'm
need
not
Chakra
wearing
in
our
here.
noble getup anymore.
Getting through one way
Oh,
or
yeah.
the other.
That is true. We just donned our armor.
All right, sounds like we're going in the back.
All right.
How far away is it from the main gate? Do we have an idea, or are we just kind of going to be stumbling?
It would be another probably walking. It'd probably take another 5 minutes.
That's not terrible. So we can get back on the trail if we wanted, or if
Yeah.
we could.
It kind of winds around a little bit. I mean, you know that. Well, I'm just walking. You could hustle and make it to the front gate in 5 minutes. You would estimate that it's probably about. Hold on, distance is hard right now. I'm having a rough day. Excuse me. You could get back on the trail. Yes, you're confident that you could get back on the trail, but you do know that in order to get back on the trail, you're going to have to travel through the slums that you have been occupying lately, and then make it into the city proper before you make it to the front gate. And it's kind of a back way, complicated alleyway / roadway system, if that makes sense. So it wouldn't exactly be quick moving through the city, is what I'm trying to say.
It'd be quicker than trying to do it from jail in the mines.
Yes. I just wanted to clarify that it's not going to be like an exceptionally quick process, but it is something that can be done, yes.
Then I think we should do that.
I agree.
All right, off we go.
All right, so y'all
Two
make it.
people is a majority.
Are they
No.
Are they out in public going through there? Where like
At this point, it takes them a few minutes. I don't know what Choco and Rog have done, but these guys have made it up to the wall of Rangington where the secret door is at, and it takes them a few minutes to find where the debris is covering the hole to the tunnel that takes them inside of the gates.
we
So-
would have followed to that
Okay.
point, but once they got inside, did he say that they were going to go towards the go into the city?
They would have to go to the main city proper to pick up the trail as far as like the carriage is concerned.
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
want to see if we can pick up the trail. You can stay in the slums if you want.
Yeah, we'll stay in the slums. I mean, there's no way we're going to be able to sneak through the town.
I mean, nah. Oh, I could go for some bacon.
And I do not have the bag. The bag is with Turin still. I did not ask for it back.
Probably gonna. You guys once have me.
All right, so are y'all going straight to the inn, or are y'all splitting up before you two head to the inn?
Splitting up.
Okay.
Yeah, once we get in and they start to say that they're going into the city, I'm just going to look at Rog and tell them we'll meet you back at the inn. We're just going to turn and head to the inn. We're going to walk in the door. Bacon!
And beers.
Beer, coffee, and whiskey. And
I'm
bacon.
flipping through my notes real quick because I'm looking for this guy's name.
Steve.
I know that we know it. Jace. So you kick the door open and you say beer and bacon. And you see Jace standing behind his counter, and he looks up and has a look of absolute shock that you just opened that door. And he just sits there and stares at you. Does not move.
Can I do a insight?
Yeah.
Wait,
What do
He
I
is-
see in his
Okay.
eyes?
He is not hiding his emotions at all. So it's very easy to see that right now he is firstly shocked that you are here opening his door. And secondly, you see a hint of It's a hint of fear.
And I know he's not afraid of me, so I would like to do a perception at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't see anything. But he very quickly regains his composure. But he kind of like he puts the glass that he was wiping down on his counter really quickly. There's nobody in the common room that you can see. And he rushes from behind the bar and he runs over to like the staircase and like he's motioning you to follow him and he's like up to the room. Go to the room.
Okay. I'm gonna go up the room quickly with and get out of sight. I mean, with the way he was looking at me, I would do what he said.
So you make it into the room and he slams the door closed and he turns and looks at you and says, "What the hell happened? I have had cutthroats in and out of this place all night."
Well, we were there, and we were on the way home. I would assume that we probably would have had a conversation about what happened, and that I know now that the mage caught the place on fire. Would that be a fair assessment? Because we didn't have the conversation, but I would imagine we would have talked about it. Would you have told me?
Asked, no.
I
Okay.
would have mentioned that he knew we were there, though.
All right, I'm just going to say that we were there, and suddenly the place was on fire. I have no clue. Our potions wore off. The place was on fire, and we just ran. We didn't start the fire.
I did get some good drinks. I did hit a clown or
It was
jester or
always
something.
burning.
Yeah, because I wouldn't know. I would think I would have asked, but I didn't, so I'm not going to ask.
He gives Rog kind of a stern expression. Punching a jester is not something that what? This is bad.
No, I didn't punch him. I threw a bottle at his face.
He just kind of looks at you.
It was
You,
funny.
you know how bad this is.
Well,
Maybe you should tell us.
I don't know.
Word has already, in the 20 minutes that the people have been arriving back into Ransington, the guards have been running all around the city proper. Rumors are flying down every back alley faster than... But I don't really have a good analogy. And the word is that cutthroats hired assassins to try to kill Lucas Ramsey. And it's everywhere. Maris is pissed. Thankfully, he didn't burn my place to the ground just because he's in a bad mood. But I can't. You can't. Here is not good. He feels like you implicated him on this on purpose. I don't know what happened, but he's pissed.
Yeah, I'm mad too. I could have made a lot more money over there.
Are you still drinking? Are you still drinking from the wine bottles?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Very boldly going to snatch one out of your hand and like just take a large swig from it, and then pass it back.
I let him do it.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, kind of stunned that he did that.
I like you two. I really do. We've gotten to know each other over the past day and a half, but I can't risk my bar. This is how I make my money. This is how I live.
Can't you just like hide us in a room?
I don't have anywhere to hide anyone. You can stay in the room, but if Maris or one of his goons comes in here and finds you guys hiding out in one of my rooms, that's going to be even worse.
Where do we go?
The best thing you could do is get out of Ransington. Now you've got the cutthroats looking for you, and you've got the guard all up in a stink over an assassination attempt, which I hope because I don't know the details, and frankly, I don't want to know anything. But I really hope that burning the building down was not your idea of assassinating someone.
We didn't set it on fire.
Okay, all right. I didn't think so. You guys don't strike me as those types.
I was simply trying to speak to the guy. We weren't even really close enough. I have no idea. Everything happened so fast. And the next thing that I knew, our potions were wearing off and the place was on fire. Perhaps the other ones may know more. They were in the other room where the fire was. I don't know.
Look, this is what I can do. I can leave my cellar around the side. There's a cellar door around the side in the alleyway. I can remove the lock, and I will not be down in the cellar at all tonight. And I can't guarantee that it's not something that would be checked, but it's the best I can offer you. Whether you use it or not, I don't care. I don't want to know, but I'll leave my cellar door unlocked, and you can, if you so choose, attempt to take refuge in there. But God help you.
There's food. And
There is, and that brings me to my next point. God help you if I am eaten or drank out of stores tomorrow morning when I go over there. I will find you, Rog. I will find you. Do not trifle with the bartender.
If I do it,
Do not trifle with a bartender.
over what?
Don't eat all my stuff.
Why are you looking at me?
Why do you think?
I
You
don't know.
crunch bacon up and put it in beer.
It's really good. You should try it.
Yeah, it's good, but I mean,
It's good.
You really think I can eat everything? You should, look at the other guy.
I just
You
smile
see
really
the
big.
size difference.
Well, I'm hoping.
I hunch over to look smaller.
You're both ridiculous.
I mean, I can't stop him from eating. He gets hungry. He gets hungry. I mean,
Well, look,
okay. We'll try.
Where are the others, by the way? Why is it just you two?
They said something about doing something. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I just know that I'm not going into that city after everything that went on.
No, it's a really bad idea.
Damn.
It's a really bad idea for you to be in that city.
Should we just maybe get out of the walls? Maybe go outside the walls, and if you see them, you let them know that we've left the walls.
It would be safest.
Hmm.
I'll do what I can to help you guys. I really will, because I've never thought that I would say, but I have grown rather fond of you two over the past day and a half, and frankly, I would feel horrible if something happened to you and I didn't do anything to help.
Just tell them our conversation and that we are outside the gates. We're outside the way we came in. Just tell them that. They'll know. We're outside the way we come in, and we'll go. But do you have any bacon? Because we are hungry. And I'm going to reach in the bag, and I'm just going to grab a handful of gold coins. Let me pull up the bag. How many gold coins are in there? Oh, we broke?
We are broke, yes.
Okay, I'm just going to say, do you have any bacon? Something to eat, because I am hungry.
I don't have bacon, but I do have some food, and it was cooked around dinner time, but it'd stay pretty well.
We're going to collect that, and I'm going to look at Rog and say, given a notion that we get the hell out of here.
Right, as you're starting to make your way out the door, Jace kind of grabs his cloak and throws it on and walks out the door, and he takes a large iron key out of his pocket and he locks up the door on the inn. And then as you two start to head towards the secret way through the wall, he just kind of gives you a nod and says, "Good luck. Be careful while you're in the walls. Once you get out of the walls, it is very unlikely that you're going to encounter cutthroats. But be careful while you're in the walls. especially in the slums. They've got little beady eyes everywhere. It's disgusting.
All right. Well, we're gonna try to probably stealth out of here. I'm gonna ask Rog if he's okay with going outside the walls.
Yeah, man. I hate to, but yeah, let's go.
As quietly as I can, stealthily as I can.
All right, Rog, do one.
Oh God.
It's okay. You guys make it. There's a few times where, like, the cat jumps out of a trash can kind of situation where it's like, oh fuck, oh fuck. But you guys make it. You make it out. You make it off to the tree line. All right. As soon as let's rewind here. Turin, Matthew, Quinnick, and Corrigan. I need you guys to make perception checks. 2 of them, please.
What am I doing? I'm sorry. There's a lot of barking and noise going on.
That's quite all right. Perception checks.
I accidentally rolled 3.
Well, then all of yours are void.
All
Just
of mine are.
Corrigan, you are 100% certain that you guys are being followed. But hold on.
Why did everybody
Make a
roll?
Do what now?
I said, why did everybody roll twice?
Everybody was supposed to.
Oh, all right.
I'm sorry, I thought you did too. Oh, no, that's
No, I just heard the once.
Quinnick, you are also 100% certain that you guys are being followed. Give me 1 second to make a couple of rolls. I can't find the thing. There we go. Okay, so Corrigan, you spot it first. Quinnick, you notice it very shortly thereafter. There is one individual that is keeping as much distance as he can and still be able to visibly see you guys. But every time you start making your way around a corner, he's at the corner you just came from.
So I tell the others very quietly. I said, we are being followed.
I'm going to make my way towards the front of the group, and I'm going to try to sort of start navigating us. I'm going to look for a dead end kind of alley.
And so you're trying to get to a dead end.
Yes.
Make me a survival check. You're not exactly familiar with the city. Yeah, you managed to find it's kind of right on the verge to where you know that you're almost in the city proper. But you're still technically in the slums. It's kind of like that median point of what would be middle class where you're at. It's a very thin barrier of middle class in Ransington, it seems, in this particular area. But you do manage to find it's kind of a side alleyway, and it's got a cobblestone basically pathway that leads back to what is essentially a cul-de-sac of it. They look like shitty townhouses.
Does it look like a place where we would be easily like seen? Like, are there windows that I see?
Yes, there are windows on the fronts. These are obviously residential homes, so there are windows around the front of the houses. However, they are all the houses are so close together that it's not really like a navigable alleyway between them. So it's very small cracks that go between these homes. There's not a whole lot of space. It would be enough space probably to where an individual could slide through it, but it would be exceptionally difficult to do. And you see that off to your side. It's kind of up to you as to whether you take that road or not.
I am not going to take that particular road. I'm going to continue. Probably down that median street, sort of, if that makes sense.
So are y'all going to continue heading towards the city proper?
Oh, I'm still assuming that's where we'll find tracks, right?
We're aiming to like at this point we don't know that everybody's after us, so we're still going to try and find Ramsey. Correct?
Correct.
Corrigan is wanting to find out why he's being followed and is trying to.
Well, unless
Maybe
somebody
we
said it,
just-
Matthew doesn't know that we're being followed.
I did.
Quite
I told
excited.
everyone. I did tell
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, I didn't hear you said that.
I'm sorry.
So
Not loud enough.
it's fine. I might have just. missed
I
it.
I
Those
whispered
were
it.
spells.
I was in character. Whispered it to people. It's not like I announced it to the world.
If that's the case, I have something called I can cast minor illusion that can offer sound and because I'm an illusionist wizard, I can cast minor illusion and it have sound and substance. I could cause a distraction that makes it look like we went a different direction or something if there's only the one person following us.
Well, I only seen one. But or we can just round a corner and wait for him to catch up to us.
But we don't want to confront him in the middle of the street.
Well, I mean, we is a strong word,
Fair enough.
but I'll take that into consideration. We'll give you that, or I'll give you that.
Out of character, do the rest of us all know about Matthew's messaging ability?
His ability to cast message?
Yes.
It's kind of, I don't know if it would come up in conversation or not. That would be something that you guys can have the creative decision-making power on that one.
I mean,
I
I've
mean,
used it before.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
used it
I'm
before.
positive that he's used it before. Whether you were paying attention or the recipient or whether you knew what was going on, I do not know. But I would say that if Matthew would dictate you would know about it, then you would know about it.
It's not a secret. I've had it for a while, so you would know that I have
Okay.
message.
I would lean over to Matthew and say, what if you send a message to that guy following us? Telepathic, whatever.
Is he within 120 feet? GM?
No, he's actually probably closer to. Well, depending, there would be areas that he would definitely be within 120 feet. He's trying to keep his distance as much as possible, but with you guys going around alley corners, he has to close the gap every now and then. So you would have an opportunity where he would be at 120 feet.
If okay, before I cast message, I would wait for an opportunity to cast it. But before I cast it, I would tell Corrigan that he will know that a message a message has been sent, and that will tip That will tip him off to the fact that we know that he's following us. I can
Corrigan's going to
test him,
ponder
though.
this for a minute, and then he's going to sort of nod to Matthew and say, "Okay, we'll hold off on that then."
Yeah, he's probably not a friendly follower.
You're probably correct. And I find it very suspicious that Ramsey knew that people were after him to kill him.
Maybe we made some mistakes in town.
Or maybe that this was a giant setup. Say Maris might have made a deal with the Cleveland.
Wouldn't they have
That-
recognized us?
That is a... Not necessarily. But that is it. Although it is not a... it's not a fact that we know for sure that Maris would have betrayed us. It is not outside the realm of possibilities, so I think we
think
should
this-
keep that.
Reinforces our or my belief that we should get Ramsey out of here.
I agree. And since your chat with the priest yesterday or this afternoon, I am wholeheartedly agreeing with you that we should not kill Ramsey offhand.
The only way to gain information is to find Ramsey. Find him.
Correct.
What if we go to the Temple of Helm?
Probably not awake right now.
Yes, but it's probably one of the safer places we can go, at least within the city proper.
We don't know that we're being hunted.
Unless that was
I
the
mean,
leak.
Yeah,
We
We
just
must
know
find
about this
Ramsey.
one tale. Yeah.
Find him
so,
quick.
Yeah, we're looking
Well,
for Ramsey.
No, we know about this one tale, and we know that Ramsey knows that there was a leak somewhere, and I don't trust
Yeah.
him right now because of it. I know it's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah,
it could
but
be under speculation.
but you didn't tell them that you were going to kill Ramsey, did you?
No.
That's what I thought. So,
But I don't. I could have said something wrong somewhere.
that's true.
I'm just saying that I don't consider that a safe haven right now.
Yes, they could turn us
Authorize
over to the
any-
guard.
Efficient. Where are the track?
Has it been more than an hour?
No.
Okay. I am going to try to search again for tracks for the carriage that carried Ramsey off specifically.
I think we need to deal with our tail, even if it's just waiting around a corner for him to show up.
All right. The issue you're running into now is that you're now in a busy city hub that has carriages and foot traffic that go through it on an all the time basis.
Right.
So even with the advantage of your hunter's mark, you don't think that it would even be possible to track a specific carriage in all of, I mean, in a city of cobblestone streets. It's
The trail has gone cold.
it
Okay.
just it seems like there's too much. You can't piece that together.
The streets here are just too busy. I can't quite place the tracks. I think Quinnick's right. We should deal with our follower for now.
Oh, let's deal with him and ask him where we can find.
Deal with him and head back to Maris. Hey,
I'm
might
going
know
to
where
continue
Ramsey is.
looking for a preferably dark, secluded alleyway in which I can confront I can force a confrontation.
When we go by that dark alleyway and we duck into it, I'm going to cast minor illusion to create it looks like an archway with a wall right there in front of him.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. You guys are throwing me a whole lot of curveballs here.
Sorry.
No, it's
We-
fine. I'm enjoying the hell out of this.
What can happen is we pull the person through the wall, and then no one can see through the wall. That's basically what I'm doing.
I got you. I'm actually trying to throw something together really fast.
As he's gonna do that, since I probably see a wall too, I'm gonna use Divine Sense to track them. Pass.
All right, what does divine sense work for?
It works for probably not humanoid. If they're all humanoids, it probably doesn't. Unless they're evil, but it doesn't specifically say evil. Wouldn't go that far.
Be right back again.
Works for Fey, Fiends, and Demonic.
If y'all want to take a quick break, by all means, y'all going ahead. It will give me just a moment to prepare for the upcoming events.
It is Celestial, Fiend, or Undead. I know the type of any being, but not its identity. But it said something about evil. Still gonna use it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, does the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. That's just the fluff.
All right. By the way, you won't have to. Since you see me casting the spell, you don't believe the illusion, so you won't have to find some way of seeing through a wall. The wall won't exist for you.
Alright. Well, I still cast it once. So.
Command?
No, command was a mistake. Like, Divine Sense. Guess it's not casting. Activate Paladin senses.
Give me 1 second. I've almost got it ready, guys.
Okay. Corrigan, from here on out, I'm pretty sure we're just going to be running into the same situation. So, I mean, delaying it's only going to make it more difficult, I think. Because
Okay.
right now he hasn't
Fair
figured out. He hasn't figured out that we know that he's there, but you know. We're going to be walking deeper into residential territory trying to find Ramsey, I do believe. So
No lube, full clad in armor.
he was just worried that he was wanting to avoid that because it's residential and we risk waking people. But honestly, I don't think we're going to have that problem because everybody should be awake. It's only early evening.
No, it's
It
not.
should be dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark, but that doesn't mean it's like
Oh.
everybody's going to bed.
Everybody's at the tavern.
That's what I was thinking.
Okie dokie artichokes.
Hate.
Holy balls. Okay. Let me get people in groups. Okay, so what you guys have to work with at this point is right here. Does everyone have vision?
Ooh, that's a
No, I
20-foot wall.
Whoa,
No.
houses are moving.
You've got really good illusions, guys.
Don't ruin the immersiveness.
Checking my
There isn't a square there nesting.
buzz.
No, we were pasted and we weren't on the grid. Now we're on the grid.
You're on the grid.
Got a problem though, guys. I was thinking narrow alley of maybe 5-10 feet. This is an alley of 20 feet.
How
Yeah.
big can your illusion be?
I think 10 feet across. Because I don't have major image yet.
10 feet across, good enough. He's still gonna have to go around that wall to follow us so we can grab him through it.
Oh, so the wall's not gonna work? Or are we doing the wall?
I'm still going to cast the wall. It just may not be as good of cover as I thought it would be. I didn't realize how big the space was.
As
I
soon
can
as
make
oh,
I
sorry.
can make a 5-foot cube, so could I possibly say that the wall is only an inch thick and span 20 feet?
Sure.
Just make it really thin and stretch it.
I will allow it.
As soon as Corgan sees Matthew
Right.
start casting a spell, he's going to draw his bow, but he's not going to do anything, just sort of aiming it at the now illusion wall thing.
Here's the
Okay.
spell.
Give me 1 moment to take a break myself now to use the restroom and grab a beer, and then I'll be right back and we'll dive right into this.
All right.
Of course.
Basically, like we're going to be looking through an opaque sheet of glass. To them, it'll look like a wall. And I figure when they lean in to examine the wall, that's where Turin or somebody can just, snatch them.
While you do that, I'm gonna take 2 minutes. Stand in prayer. Meditate and pray.
Darn it.
All right. Who's ready to die?
Red here.
I'm ready. While he builds his wall, I wanna use 2 minutes to meditate. Possible. You have 2 minutes.
You don't have 2 minutes, I can tell you that.
I'm gonna wait.
That's you're not gonna have 2 minutes. But about the time the wall illusion comes into place, shit, what the hell? You hear the sound of running footsteps closing in, and then in front of you, Turin, stops a hooded individual, and he's staring blankly at this wall.
I would like to attempt to grab them through the wall while choke holding him so he can't speak or yell if possible.
All right. Do an athletics check. All right. You manage to grab a hold of him, slap a hand over his mouth, and pull him right through the wall. And he struggles with you.
I hold my wand in his face, inches from his face.
I put all this on a token layer instead of the map layer. That's why you can't see the grid marks.
Good.
You can highlight it all, put it on the map layer, and then select us individually and put us back on the token layer.
That's what I'm doing. Still, what do?
Darkness.
All right. So, what did you say, Turn?
So as I'm holding him, I like to whisper in his ear, "Dog, live."
He starts to panic. And you can tell. I want you all to make perception checks. All right. In the struggle, his hood's kind of fallen back, and you all are aware now that this is Jace. This is the innkeeper that you've been staying with. However, Quinnick, what you happen to notice with that 20 is that this is not the individual that has been following you.
Oh, that's guys. This is not the guy that's been following us.
I'm gonna let go of him. I realize. Sorry. Thought
No, it's not important. It's not important. What is important? You guys need to go. You need to run. You need to get out of here. You need to get out of Ransington.
why?
Maris thinks that you guys intentionally flopped some sort of operation or another. I don't know the details. I didn't want to know the details. I still want to know the details. I don't know what's happening, but I know that I've had cutthroats in and out of my bar. They've been looking for you guys. I told them you didn't come back. They assumed that you were probably not coming back. So I don't know. They might still be looking for you. They might not be looking for you. But Chalkroll and Rog came, and I took them. I sent them out. They're out the wall. They went out They said that you know where.
You know where Lucas is?
Luke. I know that his compound's off in the more rich district. I mean, it's a pretty good ways away. But I mean, you can't still be trying to kill him. If that's what you were trying to do, I don't know. I don't want to know.
You've already been spotted by Cutthroat.
Oddly enough, right as that leaves your mouth, a crossbow bolt comes flying
No, not my bacon man.
from the roof of the house that you are currently standing under, and From the
He's getting
shadow,
mad.
it is obvious, and it hits him directly in the back. And hold on, I will do the roll. Let me do this right. I'll do it right. Where is my 2 hit? There it is. Oh, it doesn't really matter. That hits. Let me see. There's that. And so it's going to be 15 times 2. And poor Jace falls limp.
I'm holding him, right?
Falls limp in your arms.
Can I not, as I see the bolt enter this guy, use lay on hands as I'm touching him?
Cassie just walked in and heard lay my hands on him while touching him.
That's what I'm trying to
She's
do.
concerned. Cassie's concerned, guys. She thinks this is taking a totally different direction.
Well, she would know better, if she was involved.
She would.
But the she thinks. Is it a good idea?
She doesn't know what's actually going on. All right, so you're going to attempt. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't roll the poison damage. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. What the hell is it?
I can remove that poison too.
Cassie's yelling at me. She's trying to get me to do things. Okay, hold on.
There is no way I can take that bolt for him, right?
No. I'm sorry, but the crossbow bolt did enough damage to where he just falls directly into death. There's no coming back from
Damn.
double HP in a round.
I disagree.
Well, there's a way to come back, but you
Chuck
can't.
was gonna be so mad when he found
In,
out.
in your current situation, you cannot save Jace. I'll put it that way. He can be brought back, but in this current moment, Jace is dead. Dead.
So even if I have spells that can revive people,
If you have spells that can revive people, then he is not. Well, he's still dead, but you can fix the fact that he's dead.
yes. But we need to get out of here
Throw him over the shoulder and let's
because
go.
we don't have a lot of time.
We need to avenge him.
Can I retaliate with an arrow of my own?
I gently put him down.
You can. As soon as the crossbow bolt flies, you hear a loud, shrill whistle from the source of it, and then Jace falls limp into your arms, turn, and now Corrigan, you have the opportunity to react. I will give you all an opportunity to react before we roll into initiative.
I vote for running.
My goal here is just like providing covering fire. So yeah, I'm going to retaliate with an arrow of my own.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
oh! Since I'm level 5 and I have the extra attack feature, can I do it twice?
Yes. If you have an extra attack, you do get 2 attacks per round.
Damn.
Alrighty.
25 points of damage.
All right. So
That's what
the
you get
arrow
for
flies up. He's doing that shrill whistle, and all of a sudden it just kind of like stops, and you hear "fuck." and he falls back down behind the steeple of the roof, back into like a covered position. All right. Did anybody else want a reaction before he fell behind the cover?
Is
Yeah.
the reaction running
Does
away?
Chakral feel a great disturbance in the force when his beer bacon buddy dies?
It's like a million voices just cried out in pain, and then they'll stop.
All right, I wanna lay Jace down on the ground. Gently close his eyes, and is that guy on the side of the wall that's leaning towards me?
Currently, he's standing where he is not covered. He just got shot with an arrow and is getting ready to fall behind cover, but he is currently not in cover.
So that. And the DC is 14.
Okay. And that's
While all
wisdom-
this is going on, me and Rog are going to be talking about how much we like Jace. And
That's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah,
Where is that?
we're going to want to go back and visit him someday for some more of his delicious bacon beer.
Could beat it.
Oh.
So he still falls behind the cover of the steeple. All right. Let's do
I want to cast Spirit Guardians.
okie dokie. I don't know what that is.
I will make it.
I'm
blink.
excited to learn though.
Okay. It is that. And then I suggest to the group that we get out of here now.
I'm going to cast that, and as he's dropping Jace, so it's under Jace.
Okay.
It's basically something that will protect me around. It'll hang out with me. It'll be like, hey, that's me.
All right. So Jace is still on the floating disc now.
Yeah.
And, everybody in my group and Jace that they won't attack. I designate them.
Okay. So you have like a 15-foot. Let me actually make that. See if I can make that an aura. Bam. So you have a 15-foot aura around you that if someone comes within, they take damage
Yes, they
on a
take
failed
damage.
wisdom saving throw.
They take it on a fail and half on a.
Okay, cool. All right, just want to make sure that I'm reading it right. All right, we are good. Okay. Well, let's roll some initiatives.
Ugh.
Oh God, not terrible, but not the great.
Hey guys, guess who goes first?
Someone's got to climb up a building.
All right. Hold on, I'm having to make an annotation so I can keep track of what's happening. So much. You guys are like really putting me on my toes.
Thank you.
I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is awesome.
You killed Jace.
And it was the most epic death that a bartender has had in Rensington ever.
Well, at least they think he's dead.
So
He's not dead. I'm here.
now this guy, he's obviously like crouched on the other side of the steeple up there. So he's currently, I'm going to say that he's going to have half cover. And he's firing from half cover, which, if I'm not mistaken,
+2, right?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of. Actually, it doesn't affect. It only raises AC if they're behind cover. It doesn't affect. Okay, so it will not affect his attacks. So he leans over and he fires his light crossbow, but this time it is in the direction of the asshole that just shot him with a bow. So, Corrigan, you have an incoming.
I chose angelic spirit, by the way.
Would you like me to change the color? I picked blue for angelic, actually.
No, I was just
thought it was
letting people know there's angels flying around us.
Sweet.
Can you
Oh,
let us
God.
see it too?
Please don't tell me that's
Yeah,
his
everybody can
attack
see
roll.
it.
Is that his attack roll?
No, that's not his attack roll. That is his to hit. Did it indeed hit?
That's what I meant. And yes, it beats my AC.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
See.
Nice. All right. You feel the poison as it starts to seep into your veins, and through sheer force of will, you manage to fight through the majority of the pain that comes from the poison. However, you will still take half of that. So that would be, you always kill the Frank. Well, you don't need it. 13. So you take a total of 19 damage. And then he immediately ducks back down behind the steeple. Turin.
All right.
What is your total hit points?
Mine?
What is your total hit points?
My total HP is 45.
I'm gonna point at that bitch and hold out my holy symbol, speak a prayer of denunciation, and abjure her. So she must make a wisdom saving throw again. She is still 14. She fails, she is frightened, she has 0 movement. And she does not fail, but her movement is still halved. That was my
Okay.
action.
I will note that. All right.
As a bonus action, I would like to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Movement.
I need to go help bring groceries in.
Okay. We'll take a pause until.
It won't take long.
Turin, were you going to move?
Is the roof reachable? Question mark?
There's
Can
an
I jump?
awning that hangs over it. You would not be able to do the. Let me think. I'm not going to say that it would not be possible to get up onto this roof, but it would take some finagling of some makeshift parkour skill.
Yeah, can I do a high jump and use athletics to pull myself up?
Yes.
Right?
It'd probably take an acrobatics to get up there first.
Acrobatics.
So it would be an acrobatics to make it to a point to where you can pull yourself up. There's not a lot, and the only reason I'm saying that is because there's really not a lot in this alleyway that allows for you to have ease of access to the slanted rooftops. So it is possible to make it to it, but it's going to take some acrobatic footwork to get you to where you can pull yourself up.
Can I say pull myself back 5 here? Try to just run, jump here. Like how high is this thing?
Oh, these are 2-story buildings.
Oh.
Yeah, they're 2-story buildings. So basically, what you see hanging off, like where you're standing, the roof that's hanging off in that square, the doorway would be like, shit. This would actually be where the base of the arrow is, would be where the doorway is. So this is like awning that is hanging off.
So that's 3.4 feet up?
No, I'm saying that that's like 3.4, that's 3 feet of awning that's hanging off up top, and it's probably 2 stories high.
I lied. There is no groceries.
Okay. So it's 2-story, each story is about 10 feet. So it's probably about 20 feet high. The awning's going to hang over a little bit more than that, though. So it's probably closer to like 16, 17 feet. So I don't think you can vertically jump that. That's why I was saying it would take acrobatics. You would basically have to like run up part of the wall and then jump off of it
Yeah,
and then grab a hold.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Okay. So a crossbow bolt is going to come flying from the opposite direction. This one is actually aimed toward Quinnick. But misses. But that does alert you to the fact that there is at least one more individual that has been tailing you all that is on the opposite roof. And now, Quinnick, it is your turn.
Do I see this person?
You are fully aware of their presence. They just shot a crossbow bolt at you.
All right, I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon over at this guy. Put on an arrow. Right there. What's range? Hold on. Is that 60 feet? Consider going up to?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be in that area. It'll figure it out. It's smart.
It's smart.
Right there, up here. I can't click on things. Right there, top of the roof.
Alrighty. Let me point out for you. I'm going to put, just because I don't want them sitting there being bored, I'm dropping Chocolate and Rog right here so they can see what's going on. Ignore them.
Okay.
I was watching on the stream. But yeah,
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
You're fine. You're fine. That's all good.
I don't want you guys to be sitting in the dark. Okay, so spiritual weapon.
Put the baby in the corner.
We're just going to use that because it's there. And I'm going to give you control of it.
Down one. Right. Yeah. I don't have
All right,
control.
you should have control of it.
I do. There we go. And look, there's his attack and everything.
All right, and it's taking a swing.
It's taking a swing. So I want that. What's his name? Lucas?
What?
I forget the bartender's name.
Jace.
Jace.
Jace, that's right.
More J names.
Yeah, poor Jace is currently laying on a floating disc.
Jace is not.
His blood seeping slowly from his body.
Loading this?
Hits the floating disc and then hits the cobblestones. It's sad.
Opens up summoning portal.
Oh shit. Your roll. I was waiting for your roll. Your roll was above this casting and spiritual weapon.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, it misses.
I figured it did.
Sorry.
It's
All right,
all
anything
right.
else for your turn, sir?
No, I want to move. I want to try to move Turn. I'm going to move down here. Try to pull Turn out of the way so I can get Jace.
Jace is on a floating disc.
How high is the floating disc?
It can be up to 10 feet off the ground.
Is it 10 feet off the ground?
No, I would imagine I have it as low to the ground as possible.
So I probably try to pull Turn out of the way. I don't know if I don't know if it's a fight or what.
No, I'll let you pull me out of. Won't fight it.
And so I want to try to get in there. Although I can't do anything once I get in there because I've already done stuff. Would pulling him out of the way count as an action? Do I have to stand behind him and just yell, "Get him away"?
As you're running forward, you're shouting, "Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!"
That is what I was doing. That's right.
I figured. And Turin, in shock that you're being so aggressive right now, gets out of the way.
Hey, look where my spear went.
All right, Matthew.
All right. Both of these guys have partial cover for me.
Yes.
And we've decided that we are going to try and get the fuck out of here, right? Or are we standing and fighting?
I would like to get the F out of here. But I go
Then
where my fighters go.
I would like to. I would like to cast Minor Illusion again in a similar fashion, only floating over the top of us. Basically, making a vision block.
Okay.
With that action, and then I would like to cast Misty Step as a bonus action.
Okay. Well, that looks funny. We'll just delete that.
Sorry, I just throwing something out there as reference.
Well, I was trying to stretch it so that I could get an idea. I would say that more than likely what you could do is you could probably get with the area that you were trying to cover. I would say you could probably get the it's basically like the wall just kind of stands itself, like moves itself upright. So it would be like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, can I have control of Jace?
Yes. Hold on 1 second. All right.
All right. So, after I cast Misty,
20 feet behind you.
yeah, after Misty Step, I am going to take my movement and I'll be 5 feet off the screen.
Okay.
And that should be 20 feet, I think, if I'm 5 foot off.
All right, Corrigan.
I am going to.
Now, hold on 1 second. Let me ask Matthew a question here. In regards to your illusion, you said that people that recognize it as an illusion do not see it, correct?
they have to spend a action to
But does that mean that your allies have to make the same check?
Yes, they would have to make the same check.
Okay.
Unless I screamed out, "I'm casting an illusion," which would also defeat the purpose for casting the. But I mean, it's up to you. They've seen me use illusions as walls and stuff before, so whether they would know it's an illusion without having to spend an action.
They're like, oh my god, that wall's falling on us.
Yeah. I mean, I could literally, if I was high enough level, cast a wall of stone and have it arc between the two buildings. That's basically why they have to spend an action to disbelieve. But I don't know if you would let them, having seen me cast
No, I was just asking for reference sake, and I mean we're already kind of going outside of the usual realm because these things are normally supposed to only occupy the 5 foot square. But
yeah.
we're already stretching it on this one. I'm going to say that they're fine. Okay, so Corrigan, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Give me just a second. I want to check this. Um,
So Jace is just gone now?
Jace is laying on a floating cube that immediately followed Matthew whenever he did his Misty Step and his movement. But I don't know that actually I need to look at floating. How much did it move in that one round?
It would have probably had to move 40 feet, right?
I don't
'Cause
know if it can move that far.
I popped out to here, and then it was here. And then I moved to here, and it moved from
That is
there.
odd. It doesn't. I think it's odd that it goes through all these details about like carry weight and how it moves, but it doesn't tell you what its movement speed is. I think it's strange because it basically says that it follows you, but if you get 100 feet from it,
Talk about whiplash.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like if you dimension doored 90 feet away from this cube, whatever's on it is going to be like totally freaking screwed because that thing's going to have to move at like 100 miles an hour to get to 20 feet.
Yeah.
But it doesn't specify.
Yeah, it's why it's like that. I looked at my options, and if we're getting the fuck out, this is the best thing I could do. So,
There's
and
just
drag him with me.
limitations, like you
That-
can't move
It could
across
be
the
that the
10-foot
thing.
deep bit.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm done.
It doesn't seem to hold on to the thing that it's on. That's on it.
No, it's just like a disc. It's a 3-foot disc.
So if it moves fast enough away,
But if there's an elevation change of 10 feet, or you can't cross it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like adjacent spaces.
Big
Like
set
if
of
it was
stair
going
could
over a
fuck it up.
10-foot. Yeah, if I was going down a set of stairs. Well, no, because that'd be a hard
Steep
call.
set of
Maybe.
Right, I'm sorry. I'm getting sidetracked. Corrigan, did you find what you were looking for?
yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action to, because this is the concentration spell, it's going to drop Hunter's Mark on Ramsey, which I'm okay with. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on myself, Turin, and Quinnick. And then I'm going to just, believing that I now have cover from this wall above me, or if I know that it's an illusion, knowing that I have at least some sort of cover from the enemies in the form of this illusion, I'm going to just stealth my way in the direction that Matthew traveled.
All right. Make a stealth check.
And that's plus 10. Add 10 to that, because Pass Without Trace.
it'd be nice if we knew what happened.
All right. All right. This assassin, not sure where this ceiling just came from.
Which assassin is this assassin?
She's going to ready an action with her crossbow and wait until she sees someone.
Which assassin is this assassin?
Can NPCs
Right.
ready actions? I don't even know if they can or not.
I'd
I
say they
assume
can.
so.
I wouldn't see why.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Which
sure it's
assassin is
this
this
one.
assassin? There's dogs.
The initial assassin, the one on the right.
One in my circle that now needs to do a savings throw and is now at half speed.
Yeah, that one that's half speed now.
What happens when they're double half speed? Does it just count once?
Probably has
'Cause-
0.
'cause- Hold on,
Wait a
let me get
second.
the
Wait.
Be
What
at
happened?
quarter speed.
We share chattel divinity.
Oh, you both did it?
Wants to do. I don't know if we have the same.
No, my spell. Once you're inside my spell, you move at half speed. Once you're inside the guardian circle, you move at half speed.
It's 15 feet of you, though, right? So it's
well,
a 15-foot radius from you, correct?
Yep.
All right. Does it? So would that mean 15 feet high again?
I would think it'd be spherical, yeah. It
Alright.
doesn't say, though. It says in a circle around you 15 feet, which kind of implies spherical.
Radius.
Because if it's spherical,
Well, it doesn't define it as spherical. It says radius. So
okay. Well, we'll say quarter speed. We'll go with it. We'll go with quarter.
then there's also a.
But
Either
she's
way,
not.
Either way, she's
she's not
readying her
moving
action,
anyway.
right?
Yeah, she's not moving anyway. She's readying an action for the
understand.
first person that she sees to take a shot at.
If she is within the circle, she has to make a savings throw to not take full damage.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. See, that's what you're here for. You gotta remind me of these things. I gotta scroll up and look at the saving throw.
I can do it again.
It's a wisdom saving throw. She does not make that saving throw. Roll some damage.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it that way.
Okay.
21.
Make it harder on me. Let's see. So
21.
Yeah. Good lord, you guys. All right. Turn.
All right, I'm gonna take 10 feet of movement, taking my javelin in hand, still holding my shield. I'm gonna use my bonus action. Step way the fuck here.
It's got to be a spot you can see. So it's got to
Oh.
be on Misty Step.
I can't see here, I guess.
No, you won't be able to see past the peak of the ceiling. That's going to be blocking you. I would say, and that's kind of pushing it, but I'd say you can probably see up to the peak of the ceiling.
So I'm gonna use my 20 feet of movement. Other action to dash.
All right. So you're not trying to be sneaky about it. You're just taking off.
We don't know to be sneaky. We were never told that we can sneak.
That
You
is
can
true.
shoot me with that arrow and hits.
All right. Make a con save.
I'm immune to poison.
Never mind. Don't make a con save.
Take 9 sweet points of damage.
Immune to poison, huh? That's a good one to have.
A paladin.
Fuck yeah, I didn't realize they were immune to poison.
I'm immune to poison, plus I'm a half elf, so I'm immune to being charmed. A lot of things.
Immune to the condition or the damage?
Good point.
because there is a difference.
Divine health. By third level, the divine magic flowing through you makes you immune to... Not immune to poison. I was
Well, that
thinking it was
can't save.
rebound. Fail roll damage.
And he gets advantage on that, right?
Why did I think I was immune to... Sorry.
That's okay. So
Don't you,
Oh, you got?
yeah. So
do you have a
I'm
belt
hurt.
of Dwarven kind, though?
No, I have a helmet of comprehend languages.
Okay, my bad.
because it's got the perfect spot for his ears. Okay. So, moving on to the individual that's dealing with the spiritual weapon. She dodges the blow from the spiritual weapon that just came at her. She lashes her crossbow onto her hip, and she is going to disengage from the spiritual weapon, and she takes off across the rooftop toward the main city. Quinnick.
Now, can I? So there's a wall above me, so I can't see her.
Correct. No, you can see through the illusion because you recognize it as an illusion. So you can see. You do see her move towards the main city on the rooftop.
I need to read my spell again here. Sorry. I don't think I can keep up with her.
20 feet.
All right. Well, I'm going to take off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start me some running. If I can remember how this works. Okay. I measured it out. That's 25 feet. I don't know. I can't make the little thing happen. Here's a ruler. See? And from there, I'm going to cast Bless on me and Turin and Corrigan.
Okie dokie.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if this is it a concentration. No, I'm not going to cast Bless. I take that back.
Okie dokie.
Oh, and I see the guy, and I'll move my sword 15 feet, but there's a down.
Yeah,
How much down?
from the top there, probably about 25-ish feet.
Okay, how
But
close is it to him?
it'll just flow as it comes down. Close to who?
I don't know. There seems to be a guy right there in front of me.
That's Jace.
That's Chase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then
that's
I,
Jace.
then I don't want that to be there.
Yeah, I thought you were about to kill him. I was about to say, well,
I thought he was.
Well, I
the
mean,
guy showed up.
more kill
1,
him.
2, 3. All right, right there. That's it. That's all I can do. I am done.
All right. Matthew, are you going to continue to run?
Yes. And with this movement, I do believe that Jace will be outside of the map range too.
He would be, yes.
I'm going to double move
Yeah.
as long as I'm not meeting any kind of resistance, right?
He's laying on there. So you keep on going then. He keeps following you. Corrigan, are you going to keep running as well?
Yep. I'll try to do it. Eh,
All right.
yeah, I'll
Oh,
try
I
to do it
should have
stealthily.
done a double.
And
huh?
I'll say, turn, quick. Stay out of sight. Keep hidden as I dart away from them.
Then there is no more need for this. All right. So you all continue to make your way in. If you glance back, you see that the one assassin that was up on the roof is still stationary, watching in the direction you all are running in. Not
Yeah.
looking so good, but I mean it's kind of hard to tell at a distance.
Before we get too far, I'm gonna yell out to Matthew. I'm gonna tell him I need to res this person in quick.
All right, I stop the disc and myself.
All right.
So before a minute is up is what I'm getting at.
So y'all, well, that wouldn't be too. Yeah. So y'all. I'm just gonna say that y'all take a turn. You're on an empty street. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast a spell on Jace. Jace.
All right.
I'm gonna cast Revivify on him.
Revivify.
Revivify.
I'll say revivify with you.
I like Revivify. Revivify.
Right. Do you
Sounds
have
stronger.
diamonds worth 300 gold pieces, or do you have 300
Oh, yeah.
gold pieces that you can use to say you have diamonds with?
Not currently on me. So guess that.
Can we
ain't
use a
happening.
magic item?
The spell says that it calls for
Yeah, I've
diamonds
done it.
worth 300 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
assuming
I'm not
that
gonna
since
get
it
that.
says that's the component it needs that specific component.
That would.
Yeah, since it needs to consume it, you can't use a focus.
Yeah.
So
I did not. I did not see that until I hit the button.
I was wondering if you had a diamond in your skirt or not.
No, I have no diamond in my skirt. I am
Wait.
without that.
Does he
Wait,
have a
no
diamond?
diamond necklace.
Is
I don't
there
know
a
if
diamond
there's
in his
diamonds in it.
necklace that's worth 300 gold?
You
Is there a
can
diamond
certainly
on
give it a
Jace
try.
worth?
There were diamonds inlaid into the holy symbol that was given to you. However, are any of you jewelers?
Wait, no.
Nope.
Then it's something you can try, but you don't know if it's going to work or not.
It's worth an action to find out, right?
Were there any diamonds on Jace?
No.
Was there money on him?
No.
It has to be diamonds, man. The only way it can work if you have gold is you post buy it. And he's not going to be post buying a diamond for his resin.
Yeah.
So, are you going to attempt to use your holy symbol with which the diamonds, if they are worth 300 GP, will be consumed?
I fear that I use it for casting. So no, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Would
But-
it only consume the diamonds?
It would only consume the diamonds.
I mean, if you guys really want me to,
I mean, it's up to you, man.
I think it'd be more useful to keep it as a holy symbol.
Don't you have a
It's going to
wooden
be a holy symbol regardless. It's just not going to be as pretty.
Don't you have a wooden version if anything goes awry?
I have a couple, but yeah. What the hell? We'll try it.
Oh dear. All right. I can only think of one fair way to do this. Because I never specified an amount for this necklace, and I do not have one personally that I can refer to. So I'm going to say that we're going to have to leave this one up to a roll of some sort. So, Marshall, I would like you to choose high or low and then roll a do a heads or tails. We'll just call it a 50-50.
Okay, I'll do tails.
All right, tails would be 2.
2. On what? On the D4?
D2. Or you can do a D4 and
Yeah, I don't have a D2. I'll do a D4 and I'll take 1 and 2. Or no, 2 and which one?
It'd be 3 and 4.
I'll take 3 and 4 on a D4.
Hey!
so you cast the spell and there's a long pause, and then the diamonds that are encrusted around your holy symbol all break into dust, but the holy symbol is still intact.
So it's only $300
And,
with it.
and as the diamonds break into dust and float off into the wind, Jace gasps for air, and his eyes pop open, and he sits up really fast, and then passes out from sitting up too fast and just falls backwards.
I want to do a medical check on him, see if there's like anything else going on with him.
Please,
Brother,
do.
do your paladin healing stuff.
You may do a medicine check. Right now he's not too bad for a guy that was dead 30 seconds
Not
ago.
poisoned or anything?
No, he's in good shape now that he's not dead anymore. I mean, he's obviously injured. He's bruised. He still has some minor wounds that are on him, but he's not in any like danger of death at the moment.
Well, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right.
See if I can find it. There it is.
There's half his hit points.
And I ask everybody else. Anybody else badly injured? Need immediate attention? No?
Why are you rolling cure wounds with advantage? That's weird.
Did I?
Does he
no,
want it to?
everything I rolls with advantage. You just ignore the second half. I have advantage turned on to everything.
Not really advantage, because only the first healing has your modifiers.
Did you cast it as at a higher level, maybe?
It would say
No.
higher level cast. That.
No. You're a life cleric, right?
Yeah.
So you don't get to add. No, you do add. You add. That's what the 2 is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what the 2 is.
Okay. I was thinking maybe the D8 was what you got to add, but that's not it.
No, the D8 is my base and 4 is my wisdom. The 2 mod is my life cleric.
Weird.
Huh. I don't know.
Curiosity right there. Sorry.
I don't know.
Is Cure Wounds the 1d8?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
me it's a D.
All right, what's happening?
We're
I just
booking,
missed
and
the floating disc.
I'm gonna talk to Jace, tell him that he is a wanted man and he should probably come with us.
But my inn My life is here.
Life is over
They
here.
are looking to kill you.
Died.
I died.
Yeah, you cost me 300 gold. You cost me all these diamonds in my necklace.
Well,
Quinnick, I don't think we should worry about that right now.
you cost me my inn. I should never have come out here to try to help you.
Hurry up and we'll find you a new inn. Don't and you'll die again. And we
We
can't
actually
res you
own an
again.
inn.
You know,
of
you know what?
sorts.
You know what? Jace, you know what? We'll try to get you your own inn at Axel. You know what? That's what we'll try. Just come with us, please. We need to get out of here.
Or, I mean, you can stay if you want, but, I mean, they killed you. Dead.
God. What have I? I'm just an innkeeper. And then he starts to follow.
You can still
Let's
be an
go.
innkeeper. We'll get you an inn.
Did good.
Let's go.
Do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we are
Alright.
trying to take the fastest route out of the city.
I want Corrigan will say that everybody together is communally attempting to navigate the fastest way out of the city. So Corrigan, I would like for you to make an advantage survival check, please.
And we'll ask Jace, too. Say, hey, how do we get out of here?
You don't even have to make that check. Jace will tell you exactly the way you need to go. He's still obviously in shock. He does not seem to quite be over the fact that he was just dead. And he, with a little bit of you have to kind of keep prodding him to keep him on topic. But he gets you to the secret entrance that's not too far away from his inn. And he gets you guys to where the secret entrance is, to the gate. And I'm
So we
assuming
should
you all
go
would like
through
to
it.
exit that way.
Is Jace still following us, or is he still hesitant?
He hasn't really fought with you guys about leaving since he made up his mind that he did need to go, but he's in shock. I mean, this is not his life. This is not what he's used to. So he's just totally in awe. He's into absolute shock about what's happening. This is not what he does. This is not his life. This is just totally not Jace. So you can tell that he's still trying to come to grips with what's going on.
We're still coming to grips with it. So we make it out of the city.
Yep.
Is Chakra and Rog standing outside the city waiting for us?
They are in the wood line directly across. If
Know that, right?
I think they were. I think didn't they say they were going back to the camp to send us where you know where?
Chockerel and Rog, where are you?
We would have been outside of the gate in the woods somewhere. I mean, I don't know exactly where. I mean, I imagine we would probably been poking around as far outside as we can, looking for any sign of them.
Out of the secret entrance, but we went. Did we went to a different secret entrance or that one?
No, y'all went out that secret entrance.
Oh, okay. So we'll be in the area then.
Whenever you enter the tree line, Chockerel and Rog see you first because they are out there and have the advantage of you are coming across a field. They are in trees, but they would see you coming from the city walls. Or they would see 5 shapes coming from the city walls.
Our larger than normal party.
Yes,
Well, don't they have dark vision?
they do. And they will see you once you get within that 60 feet of it.
I would not have dark vision, but I would not like to use a light, so I would have someone guide me if it's too dark to see.
Turin and I both have dark vision. I assume we didn't individually be guiding the other three, Matthew, Jason, Clinic. Sort of like leading from either side. Keep going, you're good. Like that kind of thing.
Whenever it was too dark to see. I mean, I don't know how bright it is. I don't know if there's a sun or, well, there's no sun, but a moon.
He said we had moonlight. I was just saying the dark vision because they might be able to make us out, but
Yeah, I was just pointing out that I don't want to use a light source. So anytime it got too dark to see.
Are we waiting for me to answer something?
Well, we're waiting to encounter them. I mean, I don't know if we have. I mean, they see us, right?
We're just waiting until we get to them, basically.
we're heading to the
Chuckle
tree
and
line.
Wrong see you guys heading towards the tree line.
Then we head towards the tree line. I mean, not towards them
Chuckle
because
and
until we see
Wrong.
them.
Can you not hear me?
Nope, can't hear you.
Alright, so we're just not getting back together.
Yeah, we're
We are
approaching you
heading
guys.
to the tree line. We can't see you guys, but you guys can see us. So you've got the ball on how y'all want us to meet up.
Or you can just let us get to the tree line.
Well, we're just going to shadow it. We're not going to come out to where we can be seen right away. We'll shadow along the side of you.
Oh no, we're hiding in the trees.
Oh, so we see you? Then
We
we'll
are
just.
coming to you.
But we don't
Are
see
you
you. We're
guys-
coming to the
Are
forest.
you guys running?
Oh,
Or,
okay.
you know what I mean?
We're moving as fast as we can, considering the state that we're in. Blind and hurt.
All right. Well, we'll get in line with you and wait for you to get near us, and then we'll intercept you.
Once we get into the tree line, I start sending a message to Chakrul.
You can't. Have you seen us?
I don't think he has to see the people to do it.
He's not going to know we're there to do it, but that's fine. We'll
Yeah, I think he's got quite a bit of range on that, though.
I've got 120 feet,
Oh, okay,
and
not that
Jace
way.
did explain to us that y'all were waiting outside the gate and the spot.
For some reason, I thought it was that phantasmic one that went everywhere.
Oh, no. I don't have sending yet.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sending.
But I can spam message until I spam Chakrul, where are you, until y'all happen upon my radius. So, or we happen into once y'all get within.
All right. Well, I'll just wait for you to get close enough. Then I'm just going to step out. Let y'all see me. Oh, we're over here. Come.
Did
Oh,
you say
so
that
we all
out
hear that.
loud? Did you say that out loud? Or
Yeah, I think
Whisper
we
it
did.
so that they can hear it when they get close enough.
So we venture over to him when we hear him.
Is Jace with him?
Jace is with
Yes.
us. I explained that Jace was injured and killed, and I brought him back to life, and he's no longer welcome in the town. So he's coming with us.
did you bring bacon?
I don't think he brought bacon.
Hmm. We have a bar he can help run. We'll kick that little halfling out, and he can have that bar. But first, we should probably get out of here.
I
What
agree.
what happened?
Agree.
What's going on?
We failed, and apparently Maris is after us.
It's going to take some doing to fix that. Well,
I don't think we're gonna ever come back to this town except to raise it.
I honestly don't think it's possible to fix things with Maris because I do believe he set us up.
Now, if he set us up, he wouldn't be accusing us of blowing this.
Unless he's trying to save face.
Yeah, I think we just screwed things up.
that's too bad the place caught on fire.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think he's blaming us for the fire for some reason.
well, I didn't set it. Rog didn't set it. Did any of y'all set it?
Well, I didn't set it, but it's not a matter of who said it because we are being accused of it.
Can I do an
And-
insight to see if she's hiding the fact that it was set by one of us?
You can, but Quinnick doesn't know who said it.
Oh, okay, never mind
I'm
then.
not hiding anything.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
Quinnick
I was
was
standing in
not.
a completely different room and a fire broke out.
well,
She
then
would have no idea.
we just need to get out of here. So if we have Merrick coming after us and the guards coming after us, we need to go.
Eris was
Yep,
always
I
trying to
can't-
set us up.
I don't think he was trying to set us up in regards to that. I mean,
I don't
something was going on.
trust
But
them.
No, he wanted him dead. He wouldn't have set us up. Does him no good.
No, I believe that he wanted us to kill him, but I believe that he
but past
possibly
that,
wanted us to get caught in the
I
process
don't
of.
think he cared for us,
Yeah.
but he wanted us to do our job first.
Mhm.
Well, without us, he doesn't sell as much beer and ale. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think he was trying to set us up. That doesn't make any sense for him. He's about business.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just saying he could care less whether we lived or died after we did what he wanted.
Maybe we'll come back and try to figure that out. But for now, we should probably not be here.
I totally agree. We should go.
Go.
As we're going through, I'm going to be telling Jace about the bar and how he can make bacon ale for us there.
Jace doesn't say much.
He's been mostly dead all day.
He was only mostly dead for like 30 seconds.
He doesn't really look up. He's just kind of like looking at his feet at where he's stepping. He's still wearing his innkeeper's apron, but he's got it on underneath of his long cloak. The hood's not even pulled up on his cloak right now, and as you're walking and talking, you don't really get any response from him, but every now and then you get like a stifled like sniffle. That's about the most you can really get out of him right now.
I'm going to reach over and pull his hood up over his head.
He will definitely accept that.
I won't say anything else to him on the way back.
All right, well, at this point it would be exceptionally late in the night. I would say probably getting toward the early hours of the morning. About the time you would all make it into like the Grand Forest proper. Were y'all wanting to rest, make a camp, or are y'all just going to try to press through? Because you're looking at you'd probably be arriving back about mid-morning if you just kept walking.
How far have we made it?
You're to the Grand Forest proper now.
I don't have the map.
I'm moving us over.
Sorry, dogs.
I will move us over to the map here.
I'll ask Jace if he needs a rest.
Did we not have Did we not come here on horses?
You did.
Shifty brought them back to Exto.
Yeah,
Okay.
we agreed on that because it seemed like the best thing to do with the horses at the time.
I thought he tied him up.
It was well. I said that. Yeah, I left it up to you guys at the time. I said that he could have tied them up, but if he tied them up, you could count on the horses being out there for at minimum 30 hours without food or water and being tied to the same tree.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we sent him back.
Yeah. So I was under the assumption that you guys had sent him back because I thought that I heard you all agree on that. But if I'm wrong,
No, that's fine. I just didn't remember.
as far as where you all make it, I'm gonna say you all got to the party somewhere around. I think we said like it was early evening, so like we'll say 6 or 7ish. There for about an hour when all hell broke loose. Made it back to the city. I would think you all could probably make it to about the outskirts of Fort Rock. About the time where you would be at like 1ish in the morning.
Corrigan will ask Jace if he needs a rest or if he is all right to keep walking.
I don't know. I guess if you count dying as resting, I've already done some of that today.
All right, we keep going.
He sniffles. Oops.
Road moved.
Oh god, I broke it.
I love map mishaps. They're fun.
Okay, I think I fixed the map. All right, we're good.
You fixed him.
And y'all are having to move kind of slower. I mean, this guy is an innkeeper, so he's not used to this. You can
And
tell.
I am walking through the forest at night.
Yeah, and you're walking through the forest at night. Okay, so y'all are just gonna keep going.
It seems so.
I mean, I'm fine with resting,
I mean, I'd
but
like
I
to get
don't
a
have
little
any
bit,
of my camping spells prepared.
I'd like to get a little bit further away from Fort Rock, though.
I'll ask Turn if I can see the bag of holding.
I don't have it. I give it back to Chalkroll equipment.
Yeah. So
No. Oh.
You can make out like a party token.
Then I'm going to ask whoever has the bag of holding for the bag of holding.
I'll pull it off and just kind of fling it at you. Not in
I'll
hate,
grab
but it just flies at you.
Do I need to make a roll to catch it?
No, you can see in the dark.
Yeah,
I mean,
have dark vision.
unless he wants to make you roll to see if you catch it with your face or not.
Thank you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind resting a little bit outside of Fort Rock some, because I mean that was spell intensive.
Either way, when I get the bag of holding, I'm going to fish around in it for a bottle of alcohol to hand to Jace.
Okay. He takes it.
Speak in.
He pops the cork. Like he gives you a thanks. He pops the cork on it.
You look like you need it, and after the day you've had, I'm sure you do.
He turns it up and he starts drinking and keeps drinking and keeps drinking, and it starts to like pour over from the sides of his mouth, and he just keeps drinking until finally he takes the empty bottle away from his lips and wipes them with his sleeve and throws the bottle over his shoulder. And he keeps on walking. Holy shit.
Not phased whatsoever.
That was literally an impossible DC. And he did it. I told
Nice.
myself if he did not roll a 20, that his ass was going to fall out right where he was. And damn if he didn't. That Jace, man. What a guy.
Amazing.
He has secret superpowers. He's like the 28 strength barbarian mule.
And
Yes.
now, as you guys keep walking and start getting some distance from Fort Rot, you start seeing that he starts bumping into trees, but then he'll make his way around them. So y'all are probably about an hour out of Fort Rot now, between Fort Rot and Laureate Forest. So I need to make you guys a party token is what I need to do.
I'll put my hand on Jace's shoulder and just sort of lead him. Not aggressively at all, just sort of helping him stay balanced and everything.
I'll ask Chocolate how dangerous is this forest?
No, we're in the Grand Forest, right?
We are.
Bears, wolves.
So not really.
Yeah.
Chuckroll, make
So-
a wisdom save with advantage. As you're setting up camp, you are reminded of this great story. Oh, you guys are setting up camp, right? You said you wanted to get out of Fort Rot and set up camp.
Yeah, I want to. Well,
I thought we were keeping walking, but I don't care either way.
Okay. Well,
Well,
as
Jace
you
is running
continue
into
walking,
trees.
Thought we were at camp. Everybody wanted to set up camp because of
Okay. I was unaware of that. Okay.
hold on one second. Actually, I think this will be better done from the character's perspective. So, give me just 1 second to steal a shot roll, because I think that this has the potential to be fantastic.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Okay. So as we stop and begin to set up camp, I'm gonna stand up straight. You know, there was this one tale I remember about this forest. Renders. I don't know if you ever heard of a render or not, but they're enormous. They're bigger than me. They're like, I don't know, 12, 15 feet tall. couple thousand pounds. And heard tales they live in this forest too. So yeah, there's those two.
They don't sound friendly.
Oh, only to what they like. What
Like,
I've always been told is they generally sort of take a liking to something, and if someone comes near that something, they pretty much just gonna destroy it. But
Can I? Go
Yes,
ahead.
you may.
Sorry.
I mean, they you know, I've heard that they're around here. I've never seen one, but you know, it's a tale.
Where'd you hear this tale?
Home. If you weren't off somewhere trying to get into trouble all the time and listening to people talk around the fire, maybe you'd have heard it yourself.
Well, you got a point there, but that's still not the point.
What you want me to tell you, like the day and that I actually heard about a render?
I don't know. No, I was just curious. I'm hungry, so I'm not thinking.
Yeah, some bacon would be good. But anyway, yeah, renders. Yeah, bears, wolves, renders. I'd be more concerned about renders if they were real, but I really can't confirm it. So yeah. And I guess I'm going to turn and continue to set up camp after telling everybody.
You know, I think I'm still on your shoulder. I haven't got down.
Yeah, probably. So I'm talking to you like over my left shoulder as you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Is anyone else here?
I am here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm having a conversation with
Yeah.
I was trying to talk to Jake about what Matthew would know with his Arcana check. But basically what you would know, Matthew, and I'm going to say this out loud because I know that if Matthew knows it, he's probably going to vocalize it.
Yeah. Almost certainly after, or immediately after.
They are indeed. They're not common. They're not something that really happens very frequently. There's not a whole lot of information itself that you have ever encountered about them. But from what you know from your readings, they do tend to be from like 10 to 15 feet tall, but that's hunched over. They're really large creatures. They have a hunched posture generally. They're normally about 10 to 15 foot tall, weigh about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. They're giant masses of muscle. You never see them in groups. It's not something that they do. However, they do tend to form a unique bond with another creature or group of creatures that's native to its surroundings. Whether these creatures accept it or not, it always attempts to remain, fairly close to those creatures, and it kind of watches over its adopted charges. It brings like random offerings to the things that it's attached itself to, and like leaves them for it to find. They're really weird creatures. They would never willingly harm something that they've adopted. It would actually, despite its size, it would run from whatever the thing it loves is. If it hit it, it would run from it. But that being said, you know that they are exceptionally formidable, and they tend to have a hide and wait method for hunting, and they're very dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
Hmm.
And they have 6 eyeballs.
Do they have 4 arms too?
think so.
Don't think they only have 2.
I don't think they have 4 arms.
They don't
It
have.
should
I
only be 2.
don't think they have 4 arms now.
Okay. Just trying to picture what it looks like in my head, like if I've used it before. Sorry.
Well, hold on, I can link you a picture, but I don't have anything other than that I can do at the moment. Hold on.
Okay. Don't worry about it. I've probably not used it before, but I immediately tell oh, gray renders, da 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 da. And of course I'm not scared out of my mind or anything because it's a new bit of knowledge that I get to share with people.
Sounds like we probably shouldn't be setting up camp.
I mean, I don't know if he's lying or not. You could always insight him. That's not what I was going for. I heard a bit of knowledge that I should see if I remember.
Think he's lying. I think he's telling the truth as far as he knows. He said he's never seen one.
Yeah. But Matthew would regale everyone with what a gray render is in as much detail as he could muster.
Ooh, that's neat. I like that picture better.
The last one you sent me didn't.
That's
It's like
very,
tree.
the one I sent is pretty close to what it looked like.
Just tree.
Sorry.
All right. Well, with all the events that went down tonight and that led up to this, with it being 11:10, I would actually like to go ahead and call it for the evening, so that I know it's a little bit early. I was shooting for 11:30. If you guys want to continue doing around the campfire roleplay, I'm cool with that. If you guys can't really think of anything you want to do, then I would like for us to go on ahead and call it a little bit early tonight. Normally we start a little bit late, and so getting started on time tonight kind of messed up my timetable. And I would actually like to have the time to prepare before y'all make it back to camp a little bit more, so that I can give you all a better experience as opposed to having to wing that. I would like to be prepared for you guys making it back.
Okay.
Yeah, well, apparently we took a wrong turn somewhere.
There was a lot of stuff that I was not expecting, which made the game a whole lot of fun for me. I hope that it was fun for you guys.
It was.
It was a massive failure.
Well,
Tons of
Mistakes
fun.
were made.
things happen.
But we made a friend.
Yeah, we got ourselves a good bartender now.
He just has to fight through his depression and the fact that he was dead, and he's got to cope with that now, and now he might have an alcohol addiction. Who knows?
He's a bartender before, so I mean, there's not a lot to do in the medieval fantasy world if you're not an adventurer besides drink and do your daily job.
I'm sorry, I had to help Cassie sit up.
I'm sure you laughing at that makes her feel 100 times better.
Well, I'm only laughing because she hit me, because I was like, "Oh my god, fatty!"
You did good. Should hit him again.
She hit me. She hit me hard, and I'm laughing about it because I mean I deserved it. Oh God, sorry. Oh Lord, now my head hurts. Oh
I have one question now that the game's over.
yes,
Regarding jumping,
yes, you
you
can do
wanted
a
me
long
to
jump.
do an acrobatic to jump, but I can do a running high jump. Right?
You can do a running long jump. I'm not familiar with the jumping rules 100%. I was actually in the process of looking that up. But what I was saying was you're looking at 15 feet that you would have to basically do
So
a 9 foot. You would have to be able to get 9 foot of height in order
Yeah,
for your reach to
easy.
get that high.
Running high jump is 3 plus. I thought it was 3 plus strength. But running long jump is strength score in feet, and the running high jump is 3 plus my strength modifier. So I can only get 6 feet up.
Yeah, that's why I was
But I
saying
can
you
add
would
my
have to
height
jump off
to
of
that.
a box or something.
I get to add my height times 1.5 to my jump height.
A 6-foot vertical leap, that's pretty damn badass. That's over Olympian standard.
We are adventurers. I do magic.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Fuck
totally got
the
that.
Olympics.
So I have not gambled my entire webs yet. So I was waiting to the very end. I'm fixing to do another gamble here and bet the whole damn thing.
Do it. Do it now. You're gonna win too, probably. You want me to bet like 3 million webs before?
Yes, it's gone.
Uh.
I don't really care about it. It's like a thing I do, like gamble all of it away.
Yeah, plus it keeps growing back, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it is fun to do.
I like to end the night on an even zeros.
It's just I would hate that I would not be able to jump because I don't have acrobatics, because I really suck at it.
No. The acrobatics was not the big deal. That was a very low DC. That's why I was trying to tell you that it was a low DC. It was
But it's not
basically
something Turin's gonna do. He's not gonna run and jump walls.
no, but using like a windowsill to jump off of would be an acrobatic maneuver. So if you were to run up and jump and plant your foot on a windowsill and then use it to launch yourself upwards, and then you would use your athletics to pull yourself up. That's what I was trying to get at. Was you would not be able to flat foot or even running jump and reach that ledge. You would have to jump off of something, which is where the acrobatics came into play. Because you would have to get your 10-foot run, you would have to jump off of an object. So it was footwork. That's why I put an acrobatics in there. You would have to use some footwork, which Turin could have done. It was not a high DC item. It was just there was some footwork involved with your jumping.
Yeah, but considering Turin's already 6 feet high, plus a 6 feet jump, he can reach a ledge that's 12 feet up. Mechanically.
And a 2-story building is going to be 20 feet high. The ledge came down 3 feet because of the awning. So it would be 17 feet.
What you're saying is I can grab onto that ledge, and from there I need to do an acrobatics. Jump off of it.
Well, y'all figure that out. I'm going to go use the bathroom, and then probably play a game.